So children, we proceed with our class that another element of weather is precipitation. There are three types of precipitation, alright? Rainfall, snowfall and hailstorm which we called it. Alright, I am attaching a picture of all these three types of precipitation. Okay, we will come to know one after another about them in detail. What are they and which kind of them are called what? Alright. Now, what is precipitation, children? In the last class also I have told you, when the water vapor in the atmosphere, it goes and up and condenses, and then that condensed cloud forms in the solid or liquid form. This kind of, due to the gravity of earth, this kind of falling of rain, snow, hail or drizzle is called precipitation. Alright. Rain, drizzle, snowfall and hail are some forms of precipitation. They can change the climatic pattern of the weather at any point of time. It can be very hot and sunny, and evening you see it starts raining heavily. It can change the, and vice versa. Alright, it can change the weather pattern any time, any point of time in the during the day or night. So the major three types are rainfall, snowfall and hailstorms. Hail. Now what is rainfall? When the water droplets which falls on the earth are 0.5 millimeter or more bigger than that, then that form of precipitation is called rain. Small water droplets join together and keep getting bigger. Alright, they keep joining while falling. All the clouds are a form of snow only. Alright, they keep melting and they keep falling. Where the suppose we live in a tropical region, it is a warmer area, right? So mostly we will experience rainfall only. Hardly we experience hailstorms. Like few days ago we have experienced it, small hails, it fallen on the surface of your earth, and mostly we experience rainfall only. Now next is snowfall. Now when those condensed clouds, alright, when they don't melt properly because of the coolness of an area, the snow they don't get melted, so they fall in the form of snow, and this process is known as snowfall. It specially happens in the areas of higher latitudes and altitudes. As you go higher towards the latitudes, like moving on upper side from the 0 degree to moving on towards the pole of the earth's surface, you will find snowfall and you will experience snowfall in those areas only. Isn't it? Now the next form is hail. This is the rarest we can call among these three. The most common is rainfall, then snowfall and then hail. Hail forms in cumulonimbus clouds when large raindrops get frozen. When they become too heavy, they fall on the ground. If the air below it will be warmer, they will reduce to a size, and it can be very harmful also, right? They can break your window panes, they can break your dent your roof of your cars, and if you are outside they can break your head too. Alright, so we have seen the biggest example in May 4, 2017. You have seen the price of onions, they went too high. Yes, because 4,000 acres of land in Maharashtra, Nashik was spoiled by the hailstorm. It is mentioned here. So the prices of the onions went so high because all the onion crops were destroyed due to the severe hailstorm. So this can be very dangerous. Now we come to the next element of weather, that is cloud. This is also very important element. This only brings the change. Actually it is a part of precipitation only. Alright. So what is clouds? What are clouds? How many types of clouds are there? We'll come to know, and for that I will attach a picture too, so that you can see clearly which type of cloud is what. First of all, you need to know what are clouds. Clouds are made up of tiny droplets or frozen crystals of water. They are formed when most air cools around the little parts floating in the atmosphere. There are four main types of clouds. And if you go in more detail, there are 7 types of clouds. You will come to know about it in the next class, but usually we count them 4 major types. Alright. What difference can clouds make in the weather pattern? Suppose it is very sunny right now, but a thicker cloud can cover the sun, and it can make your it can block the sunlight and making the weather a little bit cooler in temperature, and the denser the cloud will be, the lesser the sunshine you will receive. So first type of cloud is cirrus cloud. We'll come to know about it. Okay. So first of all, children, cirrus means curly in Latin. Alright, so the light and feathery, thin light and feathery clouds high in the sky are known as cirrus clouds. You come here in this picture. Can you see these curly clouds over here? This is called as cirrus clouds. Alright. Next is cumulus clouds. Latin word cumulus means accumulate. Accumulated clouds looking like puffs or cotton scattered over the sky are known as cumulus clouds. We will refer to again back to the picture to know it. What are cumulus clouds? Can you see the accumulated clouds over here, children? This is your cumulus clouds. Alright. Next is stratus clouds. Stratus clouds look like thick blankets spread over the sky. The word strata means layer. These layers of clouds are formed when the warmer moist air blows in a cold weather. Alright. So we will now see where is stratus cloud. These are, can you see the layers, children? Can you see it? These are formed in layers. That is why they are called as stratus clouds. Now why they form, do you know? Just now we have talked about. The next cloud is nimbus cloud. The word nimbus means very large grey rain clouds. They are dark and are associated with thunder and lightning. They are thick and low lying due to heavy weight. Nimbus clouds over east the sky for longer period, causing continuous long rainfall for long hours. This we usually experience, isn't it? Continuous rainfall for long hours when it happens when the sky becomes totally dark, isn't it? And you will experience a rainfall for almost 2 hours or more. Why they happen? Because of this nimbus cloud. See here, showery precipitation, thundering and lightning. This is nimbus cloud. Cumulonimbus or nimbus clouds. 2 types of nimbus clouds are there. So this is the 4th type. It actually causes the rainfall to happen for a longer time, which is also needed by the surface of the earth. For the environment, for the atmosphere, we need this type of cloud for heavy rainfall, isn't it? Rainfall is also necessary.